Hello, my friends. Elio Souza again, America Trust Funding. Another Friday video. Give you good things, talk about the mortgage. Has been a flat week when it comes to liquidity, mortgage-backed securities. Rates did not fluctuate much. We did have some improvements. Investors are easing out a little bit. Roughly some investors had severe um, overlays are kind of revising those restrictions. But today I want to talk about it specifically to real estate agents and consumers when they go to a builder sales office to try to buy a property direct from the builder. Those are the things that the builders they were never going to tell you. um, you know uh, uh, you know interest rate shopping. They put us some restriction in a way that if you go to ABC company, you might lose that $10,000 or $8,000, whatever the case may be, in builder incentive. They force you, or I shouldn't say they force you, but pretty much psychologically is a forcing to push you to use their title company, their mortgage people, in order for you to get that. Knowing that they don't offer the best interest rate. It's, as a matter of fact, is the opposite. Title company fees, the highest they have. Um, Mortgage lenders that they associated with is that they are the highest among our, they're out there, they're out there. And when I talk last week about, get the first, the second, the third opinion, here is one more example where you must shop for money. At the end of the day, my friend, nobody's going to pay your mortgage but you and your wife or your parents or whatever the case is. You are the borrower. You have the rights to shop and fight for your rights. Let's start over there. When a consumer walks to a builder sales office, make sure you have an agent. A real estate agent costs you nothing, and you're not doing anybody a favor um, by walking to the builder's office without a representation. It's free. Take it, use and abuse. And I think that that's one of the strongest message I can put out there. um, they already have, the builders already have that set it up on their cost of each property, what they're going to pay for real estate. So don't think that you're going to get the best deal, and then you need somebody that's really protect your interests when it comes to a sales and a sales contract. And usually when you buy the property direct from the builder, they throw thousands of papers at once, and then you have to digest and make a decision really fast. So my recommendation: number one, walk in with a professional in the field. Number two, get everything, all the information, and before you sign or write any check, read it. Even if you give them a deposit, to read about it, everything to secure the property, go for. They do a fantastic job, but that doesn't mean you have to use everything they offer. Always get it the first, a second, a third opinion, especially when it comes to mortgage. I said that last week and I'm repeating again. And the reason that I bring it up, the builders thing this week, because yesterday alone, I had an experience where the woman put at a contract and everything about 3 months ago, and her income, had a little decline due to the coronavirus. Well, this particular investor, this particular lender from this particular builder, they have an overlay about that ratios. Even though they had the AUS findings, which is approval underwriting system, in a computer, in the system that we use, all the lenders, the bank, the brokers, to get the files approved. The underwriter said, well, it's 56 and a change, a little bit under 57. And we run it the same thing. We get approval eligible. We don't have that overlay. And then it comes to get challenging now. Well, we have $12,000 in builder's credit. And I said to him, look, you follow everything they ask you to follow. At the 11 hour, that, their own people, their own, network fail to deliver the loan. So you have to tell them you're gonna do business with America Trust Funding, but do it to your cash, to funds. You are counting on that. Well, luckily we got it because they had the first shot. They fail, for whatever reason they fail. And I don't want to mention any, builder's name or any, anybody, but it happens all the time. So, main message, get a first, second opinion. Also, make sure that say, look, talk to the sales manager or the sales VP of that particular builder. Say, look, I don't think it is fair. You giving me, $12,000, but I'm paying here with the high fees and title and mortgage bank. And I can guarantee you, 101% of the time, that's what's happened. Their network is expensive. They were gonna charge you from the title charge. They're gonna put a bunch of junk fees in there. We talk about in other videos why the junk fees in Block A, which is the very first one on loan estimate, about underwriting fee, processing fee, administration fee, tax related service, you name it. Those are junk fees. Title companies, they have the same thing. And I've seen $95 for a FedEx, and FedEx costs $20. So this is just a little, example, but that goes from attorney's fees, notary fees, bind examination. What is bind examination on a new transaction, a brand new building, builder, building so many properties over there? There is no bind examination. It's, anyway, investigate it, shop around, look for, call 1, 2, 3 title companies, call 1, 2, 3 brokers. Brokers, again, are your best options. Has been, always will be, because we do everything, we digest everything for our investors. So I hope you like this video. I'm not going to extend it as I extended last week, but don't be afraid. Don't let them use the psychological momentum, because you walk on a model home, on a model townhome, on a model condo, those beautiful furniture, everything is staged, it's beautiful. I wanted this, is my first toilet, and you name it, right? You're going to be, with all that, thing that just really, it makes us think differently. But don't let that emotion takes over the main reason of you getting a good deal. Because money, remember, either 10 or 15 or 20 or 30 years mortgage, you're going to pay. You are responsible to pay that. The question is, who's going to give me the best deal? I hope you have enjoyed. God bless you. Be safe one more week. I know that this is going to go away. I always say that. Be positive, and God bless you. Ciao.